All right, let's go over long tone 1A again, just to kind of get things going, and just to remind you of how this stuff works. So if you remember, it's divided up into 7 different 4-measure sets. So I'm not going to be speaking in measure numbers. I'm going to be speaking in sets. So if I say set 1, I'm talking about the first 4 measures, and it's bracketed by those repeat signs, right? If I say set 2, I'm talking about the next 4 measures that are bracketed by those repeat signs. And set 3, go down to the next line, it's the next 4 measures, right? 4 measures, 4 measures, 4 measures. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, set 1 starts on that note that we know very, very well, the note from lesson 1, right? But the second note's the tricky one. So if you're playing flute, okay, flute players, so set 1 starts on an F, and then it goes to an E, not an E flat. You're just going to add R2. You're just going to add R2. That's it. Everything else stays exactly the same. So it's F, E, F. Okay, you can't see my fingers on there. Okay, obviously in whole notes. I'm just going fast here. This is hard to play the flute while I'm also trying to juggle my clarinet. Okay, clarinets. Yours goes from G to F sharp to G. So you should know your G. Remember, that's 1 and 3 on the right hand down here and open everywhere else. That's your G, right? But then the second note is F sharp, and that's just L1. No thumb, no L thumb, just L1. And then you also have to let go of the R1 and 3 down here. So it's it's just that. And then for saxes, you're going from D, which is everything including the thumb, right? And then letting go to nothing. So for C sharp, for you, it's literally let go of everything, okay? So just let go of all the buttons, and then you're back to the D again. All right, second set should not be an issue. Flutes, you should know what an E flat is. Clarinets, you should know what an F is, right? It's just your thumb. And then saxes, you should know what a C is, right? Just middle finger right there. So L2, right? So we're going to leave second set alone, all right? So that's your first set. Second set, you just go into the note from lesson 2. Okay, third set, nothing new there. That's the note from lesson 5, okay? So flutes, you're going from the F to the D, right? So let's see if I can get in the front. There you go. So R2 and 3 go down while R pinqui comes up, and then L1 goes up, right? So it's F to D, okay? F to D, F to D. That's what that fourth set is. Clarinets, you're going from G to E. That's a pretty easy one, right? So G to E. So you have the 1 and 3 down here, and then nothing up here, and then you swip the 2 fingers, thumb, L thumb, and L1. So sounds the same on saxophone, except you're going from D to B, D to B. All right, so that one's a pretty simple one. It's a lot of finger motion, but it's not a confusing finger motion. So that's the fourth set. So real quick, go over your first 4. That was the third set. Sorry, that's the third set, right? So your first set. Okay, let's check. Let's do it in half notes together one time. So 2 counts each. Ready, go. Second set. Okay, now you go to E flat flutes, F natural clarinet, C natural saxes. Ready, go. Okay, so now go on to the third set. Flutes are going to D, clarinet's going to E, sax is going to B. 1, 2, in half notes, go. Now we get to the fourth set, and the fourth set's the goofy one, right? The fourth set's the goofiest of them all, really. So the fourth set, okay. So flutes, you're going to D flat. It might be written as a C sharp, but I think it's a D flat, all right? And this one's ugly, and this proves whether or not you're holding your flute correctly, okay? So you're going from F. And you should have been able to see in that picture that even my thumb on the back came off. So the only thing I'm holding down is R pinqui. That's it. D flat is just R pinqui. And how do you hold your flute? Remember, this hand, the right hand, is pulling backwards on the flute a little bit. Okay, even though there's no fingers down, you pull back a little bit, and then you're gripping the flute between the thumb and the R pinqui. So D flat is nothing but R pinqui. Clarinets are going to E flat. Okay, so just repeat after me. L thumb, L1, L2, and then side. Just that one bottom side key on the bottom. Just the one bottom side key on the bottom, okay? So thumb, 1, 2, and side. Sax is the same for you without the thumb. Like that's your B flat, right? So it's 1, 2, side. Sax is no thumb on the back. All right, so let's try that fourth set a couple of times slow. Let's go in whole notes. 1 and 2, 4 counts each, go. Again, same thing, go. Yeah, that one's a little bit weird. Probably going to need a little bit of practice. Flutes, you'll get that one again in no time. All right, the next one, the fifth set, piece of cake. Flutes, you're going to C. No problem there. Clarinets, you're going to D. No problem there. Saxes, you're going to A. No problem there. So the fifth set, no sweat. Sixth set. Sixth set's a little bit goofy, right? Sixth set comes back to another goofy note. So flutes, you're going to a B natural. And the key to your B natural is your thumb. So you have to make sure flutes, let's see. So you have to make sure you have the two thumb keys, right? You have to do the bigger, wider one and 1. So L thumb on the big wide one and L1 and then R pinqui. That's it. No R1, just R pinqui. So L thumb on the big wide one, the bottom one if you want to think of it like that. Okay, L1 and then R pinqui. So just try that B a couple of times. Okay, and then practice going from F to that. Okay, clarinets, you're going to a C sharp, I believe. Might be written as a D flat, but I'm pretty sure it's a C sharp. Okay, so thumb, 1, 2, 3, and the closest pinqui. This one's not too goofy. You just got to know which pinqui it is because you have all these pinqui keys down here. It's the one closest to your ring finger. Okay, sax is same for you for the G sharp. So for you, it's 1, 2, 3, and L pinqui right there, the one we put the star on. And then the last one should be a piece of cake. Flutes, you're going to B flat. We know that. And then clarinets, you're going to a C. You know that. And then saxes, you are going to a G. And you know that. All right. So you can slow this down. You can go back and hit some other spots if you need to, but that should be enough to get you going.